Hello again, Wastelanders and Vault Dwellers. I was planning on streaming till midnight, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Internet be damned. So I'm gonna work on this greenhouse in Hangman's Alley, and then once I'm done with the greenhouse in Hangman's Alley, that's gonna be it for the evening. But last time the internet held out for about an hour, so let's see what it does this time. So I put up these tables, I thought they looked cute. Not sure about putting shelves on the windows, but we do have a greenhouse. We do have some hanging plants, so we've got the start of something. And I'm not really going to watch if there's lag. If there is lag and the video cuts out, it'll let me know, and I'll just kind of stop streaming then. So just so you know, FYI. All right, let's get into build mode. Let's see what plants we have. So anybody that doesn't know about the console command, TGM is toggle God mode. So I'm just going to toggle God mode so that way I can not use resources while doing this. Decorations, plants, and let's put down our first plant. So we plant number 1. And you see how it's kind of snapping places I don't want to? I'm going to use F1 and F2 and turn the snap off. It's a little bigger of a plant. We'll put this up on the next table. And again, I just have snapping turned off, and I'm kind of approximating where it's going to be on the table. Then I could get closer or further away to kind of move it around if I need to. So there's 2 of our plants. I thought of that Beatles song, if anybody comes on from the stream before. It goes like dun 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 dun. So once you hear that, you'll know which song I'm talking about. So that's the Beatles song I was thinking of. So yeah, we got a lot of plants that we can put, so we can make like a pretty lush greenhouse. These kind of smaller ones are going to go towards the front. And I guess they're just kind of showcasing the different vases you could have for these plants. So that one's really big, so that's going to go on the floor somewhere. So I'm going to put snapping back on with F1 and F2. Because once you get into like trees, this is a boxy little plant. That could still go on a table. But once you're into like full-blown trees like this guy goes on the floor. I mean, I might lift it up a little bit and put it somewhere, but for the most part, it's going to go on the floor. Here's a nice bushel. This one can go down here. It's not too big that it overshadows what's above it. Now this one is. So that one, you know, actually it's not too bad for where it's at. It doesn't overshadow too much, so I like the way these plants look in the greenhouse. I think they look pretty cute. Let me move over to the next one. And that's it for those plants. Let me see if I have any other mods, because I think next we go to plants that are all already in vases and whatnot. That's going to be under decoration plants. So miscellaneous plants. And so we can kind of set these on the table here. Another little one. And another little one. And there's even another little one. So that's going to go somewhere over on the other side where I have a smaller area for it. And then once we get into these bigger ones, let's use a smaller, bigger one. And then let's go to a different color pot for the bigger one. So you can see, you know, there's like two different options here for the one that's just like straight up a twig. All right, I'm liking that. Okay, so over here, I think I'm going to put a table and kind of repeat the same tables as the ones that I had before. Business tables, I could raise them up a little bit. I could put them on a little higher tables. So maybe the ones on this side will be on higher tables. And this will be one of them. And then once I get into other flowers, I'll just kind of figure it out from there. Let's get some lighting as usual. You know, we're going to hide a generator in the corner over there and I'll shrink it down. But we're going to put this sucker right here. And then go into special. So this is called the workshop rotation mod, if anybody's wondering what I'm using to shrink it down. And then we have a tiny little 100-watt generator. Or 100 fusion generator, whatever you want to call it. But it could just kind of fit kind of snug there. Perfect. And now we're going to put a conductor as usual. This would snap, that'd be nice, but it doesn't want to. It's going to have to be close enough for right now. I'd really prefer it to be snapped onto the building. We'll see if it works. If it works, that's fine. If it doesn't work, we'll figure it out from there. But I just want to get some light so we can see our plants. So lit up, you can kind of start to get a better feel for them. I think I'll have some that are hanging. So I'm going to start putting up some hanging plants. I guess I'll have a shelf, but I don't really know what plants are going to go on the shelf. So I'm going to have to search my mods for plants. So we've got that one there. We've got these ones, which are kind of akin to these. These could, I guess, go on the floor in front of them, but then they kind of overshadow. I'd probably have to shrink them down. Maybe they go on their own table. And an example of the different colors you could get them in. Because then there's the green, and I believe, or no, the yellow, and I think there's also a green one. Blue, there's the red one. So those work over there. I'll put up some more lights. Even though you'd think, right, there'd be enough lighting because of the fact that it's practically a sunroom. Because then in front of this, I'm going to put those much bigger plants. These ones. But see, they're now even too big in front. I thought perhaps they wouldn't be overshadowing the ones in the back, but these might have to go on the ones in the back. And these might have to go in front. I wonder if the name of that Beatles song is Helter Skelter. I feel like it probably is. I don't know. What do we think? Does that look silly there? Like that? It's of course going to be sticking out the side because why would anything ever not stick out the side when it's Bethesda? So we'll just move these down. I wonder how people do this in real life, you know, figure out how to organize their greenhouses. Okay, it looks fine. I don't think it looks too terrible. It's pretty bare for a greenhouse, so I might have to remove one of these panels. So let me move these all closer. And then I'm gonna have to move the whole thing over. Okay, so, and this happens a lot, so pardon me, but I'll be building something and decide to scrap half of what I'm doing. It's not uncommon that I decide that, you know what I've done just needs to be smaller or different. I don't have enough plants. You know, maybe I gave up on that dream a little too early. Maybe I do have more plants than I know. So you know what? Let me not give up on that quite yet. Because I forgot about the roses that are in V's decorations, V's stylish decor. So I'm going to leave that there for now, and I'm going to go ahead and put the stuff back that I had over there. That is red and green, so I need blue and yellow. Orange, I guess, is one of them. Blue. It's not the end of the world if I put the blue behind the blue and the green behind the green, or yellow, whatever. Let's go to the red one. And the orange one. Yeah, I think I probably gave up on the idea a little too soon, because I think there are more plants that I have than I am realizing when it comes to all the mods that I have installed. And I wonder if those trees, I guess it wouldn't hurt for them to be on a table as well. I thought the floor would be best, but probably putting them on a table isn't the end of the world. It still showcases them pretty well without being overwhelming. And they look cute together on a little table. Alright, now I'm going to go into these stylish decor. So I'm going to have to add some more of these small tables with larger tables behind them. So we'll kind of make like little aisles, I guess, for people to walk down. This B stylish decor has a whole lot. There's going to need to be a whole section kind of just for roses. So I suppose this will be like the rose section. It's going to be hard to decide. Let me put in another table for when I get to the point that I need some more tables. I knew I'd have enough to do like a solid greenhouse. Still lacking something hanging from the ceiling. Let me go into Woody's. Let's hang a few more. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's decide what I want to hang from them. Let's make a couple of them these kind of bushy ones. So let's do every other one. And let's do every other one flowers. So that kind of works for the wall there. I don't like that there is so much of a gap, but I also don't necessarily want to put a shelf up against the window. Alright, so let's go into these stylish. Oh, you know what? It's got those pretty, flower boxes that could go on the outside of the walls here. To just give it even more of a greenhouse feel. Let's see. Start snapping off. Close enough. Wait, it's gotta be moved over just a touch. Oh, it's hard to get that sucker to flip around. Some things just don't want to go in the places you want to put them. It's just whatever. Like, even when you have all this snapping off, it doesn't want to go where you want it. You know what? If it'll go backwards, fine, but I really don't want it backwards. Super frustrating. Hi, Fauna. Hi, doggy. Yes, I know, doggy. Okay, go lay down, baby girl. Good girl. It's gonna have to go backwards. You know what? Maybe another one will work. I mean, for real. Why wouldn't it just snap there? That's okay. There's one outside to the right. That's fine. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. So you walk in, you got your plants to the left, your plants to the right. You got some hanging plants to choose from. Let's go into B's stylish decor and do some rose plants. greenhouse, flowers. Oh, hanging buckets. You know what? Those would work on the wall. If they would hang. If they would hang on the wall, they would work. Here comes the yawns. But I think it's probably almost midnight, which was kind of when I was planning on streaming until, so it's not the end of the world if the yawns are coming on now. Let's add some arrangements to this table. Now we know where this person got all their vases from, because we built a vase shop. So this person that's shopping for someone can pick the exact perfect vase that they want off the table. Perfect, very cute. I think I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm missing 5 of them. So I gotta remember I was in vase style 1, so I could put down a table and put up more of vase style 1. So that way you've got every style of the vase and flowers that's available at your greenhouse. Vase style 1. Okay, I think that's all of them. I feel like I'd be able to shop for someone here. All right. Got wall number 1, wall number 2. Go ahead and make it daylight again. Perfect. It's starting to look like a flower shop. Don't know what I'm going to do with this little guy, but we're just going to put it over here for now. Yeah. No, I don't know where to put it. I'm going to leave it there because I really have no place for it. Alright, so we're on the next vase style. Vase style 2. Alright, let's relatively take up that table. Not the end of the world. Let's see what the next vase style is. These are kind of extravagant roses. Oh, you know, but these two look different. So let's put the different two on a different table. Still looks like there's room for more of those. Alright, so getting close to wrapping up this stream. Just going to continue putting on kind of the rest of the vase options. Looking for the best way to put them on tables. Seeing if I need to move these tables over more to add another table, which I think I do. Seems to make the most sense. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be it for Hangman's Alley Part 2. I think everybody's kind of got the gist of what's going on in the greenhouse. You come into Hangman's Alley. Your entrance is going to be here. The first thing you see is a greenhouse. To your left, you see a little vase shop. Then a little toy store. So that's what we got going on. And then we'll see what comes next. But it's just going to be 2 rows of shops. And then maybe, as suggested above, we'll do some living quarters. But for right now, that's going to be it. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thank you. Have a good night.